Hey there, I'm Jason. I'm an independent filmmaker doing an oddball thing about making movies with no money. Today, I had a huge long day at work, and then my boss's mom is going to die, so he has to drive to California, so I'm in charge of all these weirdos. That sucks and has nothing to do with filmmaking, but I feel really bad for him. She's almost 100 though, so she lived a good long life. I probably shouldn't put that in the video. I had a crazy day today. Yesterday, I pulled a clip from The Boy That Dripped Blood, and today it looks like I haven't accessed the file in 7 years. I would have probably guessed longer. I watched The Boy That Dripped Blood. I shot an SOV. I don't know when. Let me guess. Normal was born in 2002. So, like maybe 2004 to 2005, we shot for a full year because we were doing the 4 Michigan seasons. We actually shot for about a year and a half. I had my lead for most of his 12 and all of his 13, or all of his 12 and some of his 13. I don't know. I can totally tell. He hit puberty during our movie, our lead. It's crazy to have a 12-year-old lead. 12-year-old window peeper at that. Hey, my new shirt. Whoa. I know I probably shouldn't pull this. I watched The Boy That Dripped Blood and I got fucking filled with a surge of goodness. Holy shit, is it good? That is so messed up to say about my own movie. I know I was obsessed with Herschel Gordon Lewis and David Friedman. There's even a roughie, and it was kind of hard to watch. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I was obsessed with Scum of the Earth. And there's a straight up roughie. I wrote and directed and edited and shot a roughie. Most people don't even know what that is. I was obsessed with Herschel Gordon Lewis and John Cassavetes, and I can 1000% tell. And I've got so much into SOV lately that I'm wondering what the SOV community would think about this. I've never released it. We released our first feature, we released our third feature. I was so disappointed with raising like $112,000, making a 16 millimeter feature, had stars in it, and it didn't really do anything. We gave up really quick. We turned it into a couple film festivals. We shipped out about 50 EPKs. We did get some good press. Our film threat article was amazing. And I don't know, we were such addicts back then. My whole life crumbled. I moved home and I wanted to make this film about voyeurism, kind of based on me and my friends. We were like little creepy ass window peepers in our neighborhood. There was like a gang of us. Like, I shouldn't even admit that, but it's a dirty little movie. Oh, and so I wanted to make it. I was angry and I wanted to make a movie, a no budget movie, all with home camcorders. We spent $0 on the entire film. I basically did everything. I had some help, and of course, I had a handful of actors. But boy, I am like filled with like, holy shit, I can do this. Not only can I do this, but I'm pretty fucking talented. These are weird thoughts to have. These forget that they're sentences that I'm saying. and like 9 people are going to hear this. Forget that. It's so weird for me to think. I've been so depressed and I've been so fucked up ever since I got sober, which was like 11, 12 years ago. I had a little relapse. I went 1 year, I went 7 years, I went 3 years, and I mean, my life has just sucked. I've been on and off a whole bunch of medications. I've almost given up on filmmaking. I mean, recently I shot a feature that got shut down by COVID. It's like 80, 85% shot. That footage is going to be used in this new feature because our lead is a filmmaker. That's the film she's making. So it's not scrapped, but it took me so much manpower and willpower to make that, and then it crumbled. And so then I didn't do anything for like 2 years besides like edit the sex out of pornos, which is insane. And my therapist thinks it's crazy, literally thinks it's crazy because I shouldn't even say that. I mean, I've said this on like 4 YouTube videos, but I was like, I had a shitty childhood. I was in actual child porn. I was as a kid. And my therapist always brings that up. Will you edit the sex out of pornography? And I don't know if the two have anything to do with anything. She and he, because I have multiple therapists, think that that is intertwined. For me, G-rated pornos is comedy. I mean, I was making the written word in the blank page, and I came up with that idea as a sketch in a writer's room in front of like 7 witnesses. So why don't we take pornos and edit the sex out of them and make them G-rated? And now it's an actual thing, but it started off as a joke on a sketch comedy show. Anyways, I've had a fucked up ass life, and I overcame a bunch of stuff when I made my first film, and second film, and third film. But then drugs crumbled. But even to get to that, like I dropped out of high school technically in 10th grade, spent so much time in juvie, so much time in jail, rehabs, mental institutions. When I go home, no one even believes that I'm a college graduate who's a dad. Like I am a fucking freak in my hometown. Oh man. And why am I saying all this? Oh, because I can't fucking believe um, that I did such a good job with The Boy That Dripped Blood. I mean, everyone did, but I did. That's crazy. I'm putting my hands up a lot today. It's not because of what I'm talking about. I'm feeling guarded. It's because the shirt's too tight and I'm feeling fat. Maybe it's both. I don't know. But I've been filled with this feeling today that I should fucking almost quit my job. If I could figure out, well, I gotta fund a movie now too. But if I could figure out how to make like a couple hundred more bucks a month, I could literally leave my job and just do what I want to do. I mean, I used to want to do drugs and break into houses. I lived a completely different life from like 0 to 19. I went to college at 21, 21, because I was old enough in the dorms. I could buy alcohol for people. I just turned 21. And in between 19 and 21 was huge differences. Me and Don packed up and left Michigan. Technically, I went on the run, but it wasn't a felony warrant, so they didn't go looking for me. And I just started a new life. I got a GED. I went to college. I started a family. I always wanted to be William S. Burroughs. I wanted to write. because I've done so much time locked up. If you combine uh, mental institutions, jails, juvie, and rehabs, I've done over 2 years locked up, and it was all in my early teens, like 14 to 19. Two of those years, two of those years were literally. And my friends nowadays can't even. They're like, "There's no way that you did that." People nowadays think of me as, "There's no way that that's all true." And the people back home hear about me now. I don't have any social media. Barefoot does, but Jason doesn't. But when I do run into people from back home, none of them believe that this. So it's kind of weird that this group doesn't believe that Jason, and this group doesn't believe that Jason. Anyways, holy shit. Why am I saying all this? I'm leaving it in. Fuck it. This is supposed to be a document for the behind the scenes making of. I mean, this is going to be hours when we string them all together. This is going to be hours. And I'm hoping to get 5 minutes B roll. This is all B roll for the DVD Blu ray. So I've had a crazy feeling. The Boy That Drew Blood, I just looked at, I put it as the last video. Well, I took the YouTube video because part one, there's 4 parts, is on YouTube. You can watch like the first 20 minutes of what I'm talking about right now. And I did too. And it made me think of where's the Boy That Dripped Blood? Where is winter, spring, and summer? Because it's a 4-act movie. Anyways, I think we should fucking release it. And there's a huge, huge, huge secret I can't tell you about our current movie. I wasn't even supposed to say the name, and I've said it like 4 times now, but I don't give a shit. Technically, I'm the boss. And I can't believe how good of a job I did. What the fuck made me like, I guess I got a divorce and sober. And those are the 2 worst things in the world. Sobriety fucking sucks. My fucking big ass, medium sized cock. I'm not even joking. I was such a go getter on drugs and alcohol. If I was using right now, and Jason, don't talk yourself into using. If I was using right now, I could give me 5 days and I would have a budget. And I'd have this whole thing cast and crewed. I have the bullshit ass gift of gab when it comes to trying to get what I think that me and my friends need. I don't use it for me. I never use it for me. But if we need something, I was always the guy in the Broken Spoons, which were 2 years of a film troupe I was part of before Barefoot even started. Most of the Broken Spoons started Barefoot and Independent. But if we even had a meeting with an investor or anything, and it wasn't even my project, I would fucking go and get briefed, because if things were getting shaky, I would get like, they'd look at me like, Jason, fucking talk them into it. Talk them into it. And I was really good at it. I think it's because I was such a shisty ass kid. Okay, man. I gotta make a movie. My whole life is different. Starting tomorrow, starting right now, starting 3 hours ago. I did a bunch of crap today, YouTube stuff, and I did a little bit of writing. And I worked all day, and now I'm the boss for the until next Thursday, which means that's 7, 8 days. But God, I wish, you know what I should do if I'm the boss? I should give everyone the day off tomorrow. I I can't do that. James is going to be driving to California to see his mom, all fucking stressed out. He's already fucking drunk called me 5 times tonight and drunk texted me like in the double digits. So I have to at least let him know tomorrow on his drive to California that everything's cool. Everything's cool. And then the next day, everyone gets the day off. I got a movie to make.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is forever. Now give us our food and our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, for we have forgave those who trespass against us. Now deliver us from evil, but not from temptation. Amen.
Tecumseh, Michigan, 2007. Population slightly under 9,000. A Midwestern slice of small-town America, where rumors are as commonplace as oxygen. Beautifully shot during the duration of an entire year. All of the 4 amazing Michigan seasons grace the screen for your viewing pleasure.
So this is kind of what I call the magic hour. So within this 10 minutes, between 2:20 and 2:30, that I'll see kids like that one trying to meet up with their friends. Yeah, buddy. That's little Luke Stevens. Nothing doing today. I didn't catch anybody, but I did find out that Luke Stevens was excused after all. Turns out he had a dentist appointment and just didn't come back to school. Parents will do that these days. They just get him out for like a half an hour appointment and they think that's an excuse to miss school for the entire day. And that's really not how our educational system should be treated, because what are you teaching the kids? They don't have to go to school, don't have to go to work, don't have to be responsible, don't have to love God.
Small towns have always been chalked up with teen and preteen angst. Here, this rings true as well. The things a child looks up to can be perplexing. Subjects parents know nothing of. A childlike boredom without the proper channels is like a gaming console without any cartridges.
I don't know, I've talked to a few other people and nobody else has seen him either, so. Alright. Alright, sorry to bug you at work. I know you're busy. Love you too. Alright, bye.
The boy that dripped blood. Another experiment in new wave cinema from the Broken Spoons at Barefoot and Independent. Coming soon.